three. 15 points per game since he struggled in Spokane.
Last year we saw him basically win a game against the Zags for St. Mary's as a freshman. Fogle spun middle, feeds Ike. Big Andrew McKeever in off the bench. Ike couldn't get the shot to go down over him. Fight for the loose ball. Andrew McKeever 7-3. That is a challenge for Ike. Lewis, three. No. Smith in for the first time, using a Graham Ike screen. Good defense by Dent.
Ike's going to want to get over his right shoulder. He's going to spin baseline.
That's exactly what he did, and he made the shot.
You saw him setting it up, and defensively you have to have awareness. He's left-handed. He's going to spin the baseline there, and if you just guard him straight up, he's going to look middle and then just spin right off of you.
Dent finds Rory Hawk. He passed up a three. Lewis wide open. No, with the roll. Hawk fought for the loose ball.
That was have taken losses that are sitting on that bubble. I think Santa Clara is well positioned to get back to the NCAA tournament. Herb Sednick has done a great job this year.
Out of the timeout, Gonzaga ball. Grant Foster really made his presence felt on defense. Makes a shot and a beautiful one on offense.
Well, only two St. Mary's players have scored in this game, and only one of them is on the floor right now, and that's Mikey Lewis.
That jumper way too strong. McKeever did get the rebound and missed it.
Now, those are ones McKeever has to finish. He struggled big time in Spokane. 0 of 6 shooting in that game. 0 points scored on the floor right now for St. Mary's in this game.
We're 9 minutes in,
and 3 starters are on the floor.
McKeever one-on-one until now. Grant Foster came to help out. Dent with a little pass fake. That was a tough shot. Ball ricochets off of Shaw. Gonzaga gets it back.
Even when you're trying to be methodical in your pace, if you don't execute and you're struggling to score and shooting just 25% from the floor, they're 0 for their last 5, 1 for their last 7. Any way you want to cut it right now for St. Mary's, you're having empty possessions. Gonzaga is not going to have that many empty possessions. You just know it. They've been one of the best offensive teams in college basketball for 25 years.
Fogle drives baseline, went right by Campbell and scores.
Fogle does not lack any confidence, and he believes he can score every single time he touches the ball. He's looking to score.
9-point lead, biggest of the first half for Gonzaga. McKeever, they basically just left him wide open. Morauskas will go to the free throws will help get him going. Zags playing really well. Fogle again, looking to attack. Davis Fogle, not shy at all.
Just going to work.
That's big time.
The development of this young man who sat on the bench for a majority of the early portion of the season, and with some injuries, he's been called into duty, and man, has he answered the call.
Innocenti sort of hounding him. Joshua Dent hasn't gotten going at all. And Fogle almost stole it away from Shaw. Gets called for the foul. We welcome those of you joining us here in Northern California on this late February Saturday night, the game of the year in the West Coast Conference. The freshman Dylan Shaw misses a three. St. Mary's gets an offensive rebound. Gonzaga has really controlled much of this game, and it's been a lot of that from St. Mary's. If the Gales win tonight, they share the outright. They share the title. Gonzaga, if they win it outright in the
have been from beyond the arc. for St. Mary's, and I think there is opportunity. They're standing too still on the perimeter. They're not moving without the ball. You've got to apply some pressure on the interior. One of the best ways to defend Graham Ike is to play against his emotion, get into his body, try to get him in foul trouble. They're not applying any pressure on the rim, and that's allowing him to play very free.
That's a good point. Dent, another three. No. Grant Foster high for the defensive rebound.
And you've seen a lot of those three-point shots lead to long rebounds. Long rebounds can lead to easy runouts.
I don't think I can remember, and you and I have done so many of these games. Adam Miller's playing well. I can't remember a game where St. Mary's has been this reliant on the three-point shot.
They usually dominate in the paint. They usually do really well on the offensive glass. Neither one really here in the first half.
2 minutes to go. Gonzaga on the road, trying for an outright WCC regular season championship with a win tonight. Lewis did not use the screen. That's a long two. No. And the rebound. Braden Smith's going to track it down. More good defense from Gonzaga. Back to Ike. Went with the shot fake from three to attack the glass. Score!
Last 5 games here. Total of 328 points for Gonzaga, 323 for the Gales.
Always high stakes, always great players. Shaw missed the three. Ball got poked away though. That's a turnover. Shaw is going to drive and miss it. Tip no good. Wow.
Yeah, the missed dunk, a missed tip in there. That's 4 points off the board that should be up there for the Gales. You're allowing the Zags to feel more confident as games go along if you're going to continue to miss shots.
Lewis, run out. Inocente knocked it out.
On Morauskas, and they have continued to take away option number 1.
McKeever passed it up. Lewis drives again. Lewis hung in the air. That was a pretty tough shot. Zags haven't scored in 3.5 minutes. Adam Miller, runner, good. That ends that drive.
Adam Miller continues to play well now in double figures. A lot of his production today has been off the bounce and getting into that paint area.
McKeever tried to lob it. Morauskas, that was a clever play. That was going to be a turnover and saved it. Not a great pass.
But it's the best play Morauskas has had in this game. He's just maintaining the possession here. It was an errant pass. He thought he was going to go towards the basket, and instead he made the smart play and then got out of the way as that ball deflected.
Shot clock at 17. Dent trying to find somewhere to go with the ball. Finally just heaves it into the backcourt. That works.
Matchup Morauskas could exploit right now with Fogel on him, the freshman. They got to get him the ball, then they don't, and they turn it over.
That's McKeever. Well, little sneak attack. And Lewis makes both free throws. Man, he's having a big game. 7-0 run. Shaw went for the steal. Grant Foster.
That's a foul on the ground.
Definitely. Not a shooting foul, but he got pushed. Ty and Grant Foster taking the starting spot of the injured Jalen Worley. He has played so aggressive all game.
Yeah, and it's worth noting that Jalen Worley in that first matchup in Spokane, again, plus 25 in the plus-minus. That's who they're playing without. He's been a great defensive player, really frustrating. Ty and Grant Foster's done a good job here tonight, trying to fulfill that role, not just at the offensive end, but defensively buying in and executing the way they want to.
Yeah, well worth a reminder. And, of course, Braden Huff is still out for Gonzaga, one of the best pure scoring big men in all of college basketball. Zags, they led by 7 at halftime. They're down by 7 now.
Well, and Graham Ike has yet to score in this half still.
Miller, no. They're double teaming him, and they've shut him off. Lewis, another three. No. Shaw, though, gets the offensive rebound and then missed the layup. Kick out. Morauskas three. Good. Royals get the victory. They share their 4th consecutive title. Davis-Fogel. That's an offensive foul. Ike knocked Mikey Lewis to the floor. That's his 3rd.
And more importantly, it's an empty possession, and this crowd stays electric and wants to continue to feed off of it.
Ike almost committed another one. Lewis, he is feeling it right now. No good. Fighting for the loose ball. Not that time. Innocenti. Back to Saint-Supéry. The 3. Off iron. Great look.
Man, McKeever and Ike were going at it underneath the hoop there on that possession.
They're 2 big, strong bodies. Morauskas, just a little different body language right now, but came up short. Quick outlet. Saint-Supéry, that was a great catch. And then did not travel. Fogel, reverse is good. Big time play by the freshman Fogel. Morauskas, he draws a foul. Up inside the lines against him.
Well, and matching up inside the lines here in the second half, only 2 field goal attempts for Graham Ike. If I'm Mark Few, I want to establish him on this possession, get him to a place where he can score.
Absolutely have to get him going. Makes his move against big McKeever, who tried to swat it. No whistle. Ike made the shot anyway.
You can't let him get to his left. And McKeever consistently has allowed him to rip, turn, and face and go.
7 minutes to go. Morauskas, one-on-one against Grant Foster. Shot clock winding down. In the lane, elevates, no. Great defense, but the tap back. Shaw will reset with Lewis. Been a bunch of those plays here. McKeever, shot clock's at 5. Spin move for the big man, and he's fouled. And he hacked him on top of it. And now Ike gets his 4th personal. McKeever misses the free throw. Ike staying in the game. Yeah, long talk with one of the officials.
Yeah, I think if you're Mark Few, you got to trust him.
Missed them both.
I go right back to him. I get him on this right block and allow him to turn and face against McKeever. Ike's down there. They're just not getting to him. Let's see if they get him on the opposite block.
Catch, spin, score for Ike.
Too dominant of a player not to get him the ball, and they allowed the defense to dictate their offense early here in the second half. And if you give Ike the ball, he's going to be able to finish. And McKeever's not really an offensive threat, so even with the 4 fouls, that's why Mark Few can keep him out there.
McKeever can't make a shot against Gonzaga from the floor, from the free throw line, from anywhere. Morauskas, how about from there? No. He missed another one. Finally! Grant Foster, tough shot.
Innocenti saying move the ball as they're coming back down the floor. And to me, the ball needs to be moved until it gets in the hands of 15.
Agreed. Dent wide open. 3! Biggest lead for St. Mary's. Fogel against Lewis. Ike for 3 to answer. In and out. Hustle play by Fogel. Pinned underneath the backboard. Shot blocked. Pump fake. Blocked again. Off Vogel.